welcome back to the Football Terrace. Kai Havertz has arrived in English football. Are we still going to be calling him Shy Havertz? Well, he's got to do it in the Premier League first, but a hat-trick for the man tonight. Sensational performance from the young German. Sensational performance from Chelsea to find themselves through to the next round. Arsenal also picking up a 2-0 victory away at the King Power Stadium. That is not to be scoffed at. That is not to be chuckled at. That is a serious achievement for them as well. We are here for the next half an hour, 45 minutes, hour. We'll see how the show goes. The link is in the description below for you to phone in. Come and have your say on these games. I personally watched the Arsenal match. Didn't watch Chelsea. So Chelsea fans, you've got to come and educate me. People are calling Kai Havertz the GOAT. Do you know what I love about football fans? Last night, United beat Luton 3-0, and all the Chelsea fans like, yeah, but it's just Luton. Tonight they beat up. Who they beat up tonight? They beat up a good team tonight. They beat up their championship team, and suddenly it's Kai Havertz the GOAT. He did very well. GOAT, calm yourself down a little bit in relation to that. Gooners, we want to hear from you as well. You're through to the next round, but hit the like button. Please hit the share button as well. Really, really important that you get that done. It really, really is. Leicester had their B team out. Come on, what's with the hate? Arsenal won, right? Arsenal had their B team out. Pepe was playing, bruv. Like, seriously. Chelsea had their B team out. Shy Havertz was playing. They all had their B teams out. There's nothing to even be messing about with in relation to that. I'm only messing. It's only a bit of a laugh. If you guys can be salty with me, you've got to take it back in the other directions. Abraham has to start against West Brom. That's an interesting call. I don't know. I didn't watch Chelsea play. I don't have an opinion on their performance at all. I can't have, because, as I say, I didn't watch it. Jose here says Arsenal are coming back. Well, it is 3 wins from 3 this season. Are Arsenal back? Are Arsenal back to their brilliant best? I've heard that before, if I'm being honest. I have heard that before. There's no doubt about that in my mind. By the way, we have new tier levels to our membership program here at the Football Terrace. There are now 4 tiers, just like the English game. And I'm going to share them with you right about now, actually. I'm going to share the link anyway. I'm going to share the link in the comment section. We're actually now we're allowed 2 new emojis now, because there's so many new people sign up to become members. So we're going to add the 2 new emojis soon. I'm literally posting now in the comment section the link to become a member. But there are 4 sections now. You can be an academy member, which is 99 pence. You can be a squad member, which is $2.99. You can be a first team member, which is $4.99. Or you can become a Football Terrace legend. You can be a Football Terrace legend, okay, for $8.99 a month. All the bonuses are within that. Got something very big coming soon. Big meeting on Friday. Next levels for the Football Terrace. Can't wait for it. Also, a big preview show tomorrow night. We've got Turkish from AFTV. Curtis from AFTV joining us. A few little special guests as well. Liverpool fans for the Gooners versus Liverpool game on the weekend. So there we go. Just a little bit of admin I thought I'd get done before we delve in deep. We've got like a full array of people in the background there. We might let it go on tomorrow night's preview show as well if we're feeling charitable. We might let him on. I'm only saying that because he's in the background and I know he can hear me. Blue here says it's a good hat-trick for Kai Havertz. Answered the doubts from a lot of people. Let me ask this question, and I am not being salty, nor bitter, or angry, or a sad, middle-aged, bald white man. I'm not being any of these things when I say this. If you're allowed to gas a performance against Barnsley and a hat-trick on anything you do in a game like that, Tammy Abraham's got to start, then we have to gas what Rashford and Greenwood did yesterday. Come with the same energy. I'll have the same energy in my returns. But let's delve into some of these calls. We're going to get some new faces on and then go to some of the established members of the Football Terrace. Let's go. But that like button ain't being hit enough. 2,000 people watching. We're on 200 likes. What's that about, bruv? Hit the damn like button, people. Hello, my friend. I think your name is Chai. Welcome to the Football Terrace. What do you want to say?
I just wanted to speak about the game today. The Chelsea game.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. What do you want to say about it? Nothing. Presumably. There we go. We got Aryan on next. Aryan, welcome to the Football Terrace. What you saying, bro?
Yo, man, how you doing?
I'm very, very well. What game are you speaking about tonight? What match impressed you?
I was gonna be a Chelsea one when I was watching that.
Yes,
And
are you a Chelsea fan?
yeah.
You are. What did you make of the performance? Kai Havertz, has he arrived? Give me your overarching views, my friend.
It was a really good performance, but I don't think we should get too carried away with this. It is Barnsley at the end of the day, but what I saw from Havertz, like, it was good, and it will get his confidence up because in the first 2 games, like, you could tell that he needed just to settle in the Premier League, and I think with this match, he'll get his confidence up, and he might show that against Crystal Palace.
Very, very cool. That's what it's about. It's about confidence building. The Carabao Cup, the League Cup can be so good for that. It's why mid games can be brilliant. Bounce back from a poor result of the weekend. And Chelsea certainly did it. By the way, putting 6 past the Championship team is a good performance. I'm being rather, what's the word I'm looking for? Facetious, really. When I'm laughing at it because last night my team wins 3-0 against a better Championship team. They beat you. They beat Barnsley at the weekend, and yet everybody was like, "Don't get excited." But there we go. It was a good performance, mate. Listen, I appreciate you coming on, having your say. Kai Havertz is appreciate that, my friend. Kai Havertz is here. He's arrived. Who we got on here next? We got man like who we got here. I don't even know what that name says. Hello, bro. I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Hello, it's Famalam.
There we go. Sorry, because it's not a normal word. It's in multiple the cases are up and down. The way that's spelt, that is like kryptonite to a dyslexic man. That is that you've done that to me. It's like I can't. My brain. I look at that and that just reads lava, 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 lava. That's what my brain says, bro. What game did you watch tonight?
The Chelsea game. I'm a Chelsea fan.
Give me your reaction. Getting a hat trick. I heard that Tammy was peak Drogba tonight. Give me your opinions.
Kai Havertz, man. I hope he does well tonight. Jesus. I'm speaking. Sorry. Just it's just I'm gaffed for Kai Havertz. I mean, he got a hat trick today. Tammy Abraham did really well, as well as Ross Barkley. Hopefully you can carry on to Crystal Palace. That's all I've got to say. But yeah.
There we go then, mate. Absolutely. Appreciate you coming on, having your say. Let everybody impressed with him tonight. We're going to get some of the main cast on now for you. Who are we going to have here? We're going to get him in order. We're going to have, who we got here? We got, he's here. I bet he's smiling tonight in relation to football. Very angry the last few times I've seen him on here. It's little old Kai. How's it going, my friend? Oh, look, we got Mr. Igal. Igal's here. He's team. Look at that smile. Look at that. Little Samuel's in. Little Samuel's here with his bum. And then who else we got? It's little David. And they got man like Monster who's got his camera on because his team won. Who looks like he's wearing a Rangers shirt, but they're
it's a retro Chelsea shirt. Do you know what I mean?
Just amazing about that kit. Most Chelsea fans didn't even know you existed when that kit came out. That's what. We'll start with Arsenal. We've spoke a lot about Chelsea already. Before we do that, hit the like button, please, ladies and gentlemen. We want to jump past 1,000 likes. Igal, you win 2-0 tonight. Pretty much you reserve a sort of bottom of the squad level players on the field tonight. The David Luiz's, the sort of Nelsons, the Pepes, etc. You know, the low key guys. Good performance.
Yo, this game was for the Deadwood to show us if they're good enough to stay or if they're good enough to be shipped out right away.
Deadwood though.
So if they're good enough to stay, they would be performing in these kind of games. But today we've seen Kolasinac had a poor game, Holding had a poor game, Willock had a poor game, El Neni had a poor game. All these guys had a poor game, and we still won 2-0. So in my opinion, we had a terrible game, and we still won 2-0. So Arteta somehow keeps it going, and Arteta. So
you're winning the league, yeah?
Again.
So bear in mind. Trust Arteta, and that's my new thing. Just trust the process. Because you know what? We keep winning games. You know keep winning games playing shit. Yo, I haven't finished my soliloquy. Let me finish my soliloquy. Come on, bro. If you don't see that Arteta has something about him when he's playing these dead guys week in, week out, and we're still winning games. You guys make fun of our team. You guys make fun of our team. You guys make fun of how shit our team is, but we constantly do stuff when we're not expected to do anything. Today it's supposed to beat Leicester 2-0. We beat them 2-0 with our reserve team. So it just goes to show you.
David, Igal, talking to you is like talking to a feminist. I don't enjoy it at all, man. I don't understand any of this logic, man. None of your logic works.
You're getting it on internet.
I've heard the same thing with Emery. I heard the same thing with Emery. Nothing happened. Enough with this madness, man.
Kai.
No, man, they're insane. It's you know what's the definition of insanity, right?
I'm not going down political stuff, so just leave it out, please.
Sorry.
All our teams have won this week in the Carabao Cup. Arsenal should be the most excited because they beat a Premier League team. Look, Man United won 3-0, comfortable. Rashi and Greenwood scoring. You guys slapped Barnsley, Kai Havertz getting a hat-trick. Great.
Move out the way, blood.
Arsenal had the hardest game out of
They
all
did.
teams, and they won 2-0. It was comfortable, and as he said, they had all, barring Saka, they had all their deadwood and fringe players on the field, and they turned up trumps. It was a good result. David, you obviously watched the Chelsea game. I didn't watch it, so tell me how good. We saw Kai Havertz tonight, not Shy Havertz.
Mhm.
How good was he?
Oh, he was great. He was was played out of position, which annoyed me. But because of the opposition we were playing, you were able to do that and it still looked okay. However, what you saw on the other side was where when you play wingers in wing positions and you play left backs at left backs and right backs at right backs, suddenly the system which Lampard tries to play works better.
It's magic.
Even though it is Barnsley, I know that is a thing. Even though it is Barnsley, the patterns were there against Liverpool. The patterns disappeared. You couldn't see any of it. But no, the patterns were back today because the players were in their rightful position. Mason Mount played his best football in the last 30 minutes of that game than I've seen in about 4 months, and the reason was because he played in 10, which is his actual position, not playing out wide. It is very simple.
Do you worry though, Monster? Look, you guys won 6-0. You're going to be gassed. Are you concerned? I mean, I know me and you had a little bit of you said something about Kai Havertz. I quote tweeted you. And it was like there's a lot of Chelsea fans give me stick on Twitter. It's like you guys speak to me. You know I rate Kai Havertz. I'm just started slowly, right? But do you think there's a worry, like a concern that maybe some Chelsea fans might see this result and then just get too ahead of themselves? In terms of it's 6-0, it's a good result. But it is against Barnsley. It is in the Carabao Cup. It's not suddenly think, we're going to go on a 10-game, 20-game unbeaten run in the Premier League. Or do you think this is the start of signs of things to come now that Chilwell played, they came on, Silva started, you're getting your squad back fit? What's your opinion, mate?
I think this is just a start. Obviously, you have to beat who's in front of you first of all. They in general we played well. Kai Havertz played well as well. Obviously, you got the hat trick, but like I said before, there were certain things I saw in the Liverpool game where he was making runs. The midfielders just won't find him. That's the only problem. If he continues to do what he's doing, he's going to be a good player. Do you know what I mean? He's going to.
But must have been a really disappointing night again. Third game in the season and still no goal for Timo. What happened?
He didn't play.
I know. You know what's funny? Like, statistics, they dominate football now. When Rashford and Greenwood and Bruno will come on last night, I was like, but that will count as one more game they've played. If they don't get a goal contribution, it ruins the rate. Yeah. They all got a goal and or an assist. I was like, thank God for that. Like, Kai Havertz has 100% goal contribution to game ratio. Like he does on paper, and although it's a hat trick against Barnsley, those things.
3 in 3 games.
By the way, listen, the two most statistically rich individual football players ever in my lifetime, anyway, Messi and Ronaldo. They have scored a hell of a lot of goals against
bad
I
teams.
guarantee you, they probably scored a good 30% of their goals against teams in the leagues they've been in that are just awful. And it helps to they've done it in big games as well. And I'm sure Kai Havertz will. Young Samuel joins us with the worst Wi-Fi connection he's got. But it does make you better looking. So there's always a saving grace to these things. What did you make of Arsenal tonight? 3 wins from 3. One of the most comfortable starts you've had to a new season in a long, long time. Are you starting to get very excited about the way you play?
Kai, I got to show something to you, yeah? This is what I got to say. Arsenal, Carabao Cup champions,
Trust the process.
Stop
Trust
it.
the process.
Jesus Christ,
Oh my
man.
god. Oh my god.
What
Stop
is that?
All I'm saying.
What is that?
No, Samuel, do you know exactly what happened to the last team that went with the tagline "Trust the process"? They can't
Philadelphia.
They can't get past the quarterfinals. So why you're guessing "Trust the process" doesn't make any sense.
Hang on a minute. Before we go further, David, how do you say process?
Process.
What is wrong with you?
I say it's process.
Process? I'm going to have a process check by the doctor. What is that? Process? Is that what private school does? Look at that. That's wrong. Private process. You know what I mean? How do you say data?
Data.
Oh, good. You don't say like data or anything crazy.
No.
Data.
Data.
Stick out. Don't keep reading. Listen, you got to speak the proper English like me, bruv. Like none of that data. Yeah. How do you say tomato?
Tomato.
Okay. How about aluminium?
Aluminum.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I love it. No, I love it. Honestly, when I was young and I first was around some Americans, Canadians, when I used to like the kickboxing and stuff, it used to fascinate. I used to stare. It's weird because you don't even really see it on TV when I was a kid. You go to these countries, there's these people with the accents, and I just stand there staring. I was like, it's so weird. And when they said things that I kind of understood, but the words were different. And what was the other one that was just I never understood it as a kid? Vitamins. Did you say vitamins?
Vitamins.
I just love how can the word change like so dramatically because of the ocean? But there we go. We've literally digressed, and that's sometimes the process of when we do things here. No, I mean we have to be Chelsea fans. I got to you on this, Kai. Arsenal have looked good so far this season. They've looked strong. They've looked solid. They've looked dependable. Another clean sheet. Why are you yawning, Kai? You wish you started the season as well as Arsenal. You know you do.
Because I heard this under Arteta. I heard this under Wenger. It always ends the same. It's like I'm tired of it. You know, the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting the same results. Every time they said the same thing. This year, it's our year, and it never ends up being your years. So I just grew up to be immune to it. I just don't see it. I'm like, okay, we'll see in May. Because I just have too much respect for you as people, you know, to banter you right now. Because this is just I've seen it so much that to the point that it's like, okay, I'll let them have their moment. I'll banter them in May.
Okay. Kai is we're gonna start calling you Angry Kai. You know, Angry Kai. Kai, how tall are you, brother? You're about 5 foot.
No. Just I'm sitting on the chair.
You're about 5 foot in it. Like you're just angry.
No.
like,
I'm a big boy, bro.
5'11", man.
Same as me, bro.
At least.
I'm only messing. But yeah, no, good performances, good results tonight. Let's get a few more callers on here, see what people are saying. They can ask us some questions. We've got TD Shifts in the house. Yeah, go on, Gal.
Terry, well, you know what?
Yeah.
I still think as rivals, you guys are judging Arsenal on Arsene Wenger's Arsenal. It's not the same team anymore. It's defensively, we're a different team.
Bro.
So understand when you're making jokes, you have to grow up with the times. You can't make jokes from 4 years
What
ago.
about Emery's Arsenal? Wasn't it
You
this?
asked me a question. I praised Arsenal. I think
No, I'm talking about Kai. I'm talking about Kai.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Arsenal are doing a good job.
Because, bro,
And I hope
grow up with the time. Things change. You can't just come up with the same jokes.
Angry Kai.
You can't grow up with it.
I'm not, Terry, I'm actually happy. He's the one who's angry. It's okay. Arsenal win
I'm
the
not
league.
angry.
You have my blessing. That's it. Not arguing, man. That's it.
The closest to the top
We're
of
not in the league, bro.
the closer to the top of the mountain, the longer.
That's
the
what you
fall
want me
to
to
the
tell you.
bottom.
I don't understand what you want from me. If I tell you the truth, you get mad, you know. And if I tell you what I think, what I want you to hear, what you want to hear, you get mad at me.
I have the power to edit names on here, so Kai's name has been changed. That's done. TD Shifts, what you saying, bro? What do you make of Arsenal's performance tonight?
Well, yeah, it was interesting to be fair. You know, it wasn't the most exciting game. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the most exciting game to watch, but it was a necessary 3 points. I thought personally when
3 points. Yeah. No, let him flow. Let him flow. 3 points.
No, I meant like win. I did like you know what I meant. But like I think I have to disagree with the gal on one point. I think personally for me, I think Ainsley had a really poor game. He didn't seem like he had the pass to beat the first man. He kept like losing the ball and all that kind of stuff. And I think out of the entire team, I think personally, Saka was probably our best attacking player in terms of the attacking front, and I think Eddie was kind of isolated in terms of the attacking front up front. And yeah, I just feel like it's a slow, gradual process. And I think it's quite right that
No, I hear that.
need to
Team,
back it.
I appreciate you coming on, having your say, my man. Really good points being made there. Next up, we got man like Eddie. Eddie, what you want to say to me in the panel?
Thanks for having me on, man. First of all, I'd like to thank the board of Chelsea for utilizing the agent Rudiger properly. His job's done. Now it's time to go. By far worst centre back. But today was an improved performance. In all seriousness, today was an improved performance. Not just the 6 goals, but one thing people don't realize about Chelsea is the defensive organization of the team has improved by far this year. Just from the last 3 games, not just this game at all. But we're seeing improvements in each game on how the team is set up, and that'll show this season. I think Chelsea can be a great team once we get our full players back.
There we go. Great
I'm
team.
into that.
Monster. Eddie, thank you very much. Do you agree with that, Monster? Thank you, Eddie. Do you agree that Chelsea can be a great team this season?
Yes, I've been saying it. I've been saying it from the beginning. We will be a great team this season. I said it. Our defense is much better. Before the red card, Liverpool could not crack that defense against Brighton. It was only a mistake from Kepa that led to a goal. Apart from that, it's been hard to break us down. We're a much better team.
Not under Lampard, bro. Let's be honest.
Okay, we'll see when we play Arsenal on Boxing Day. So,
Not under Lampard. Let's be honest. If our Lampard still had to show to me that he is a manager that can win the league with this team, because in my opinion, I don't think he's shown enough to be a good enough manager to win anything.
Egal, how many
And
managers?
Arteta has, right?
Egal, imagine. No.
How many won an FA Cup? As much as you want to make a joke about it.
Egal. How many managers in the league do you think currently could win the league?
I think there's some managers that have shown you they have the qualities.
Answer my question. Give me a number. How many?
I think 3 managers have won the league before. In this
Who are those 3 people? Who are those
Jose
3 people?
Mourinho, Pep, and Klopp.
Okay, I'll let you live. I'm good.
You live. Go on. Look at your face. What you?
How you sitting there like, yes, rival fans, stop talking about Arteta. We're a different team. Stop saying crap. And in the same breath, you're like, oh yeah, but not with Lampard. Chelsea can't do stuff with Lampard. Egal, the hypocrisy, fam.
No, it's not hypocrisy. It's not hypocrisy.
Yes, it is, blood.
Who has
team?
My bad.
If you do not want your rivals to banter you, don't be begging them not to banter you. And then as soon as they talk about their own team, start being like, oh yeah, but now your guy ain't good enough. So what is it? Are you gonna let the banter happen to you, or are you just gonna be equal and fair with everyone else? Tell me now.
Okay, you want me to rebuttal? Let me say my point. My point is Lampard has not improved a single Chelsea player, in my opinion, and Arteta has come into a team and made Mustafi look better than he is. Even our dead players, you guys make fun of our players. They're bad, right? So how has Arteta got a game out of his players? Lampard is now spending 200 million, and he needs to be able to win a league with those players. Because in my opinion, if Arteta had the backing that Lampard is getting at Arsenal, we would win the league with Arteta. Where I don't think they could win the league with Lampard.
Terry, do you know what's mad?
It's Lampard's fault, you're broke. It's Lampard's fault, you're a poor club.
Terry, hold on. Terry, do you know what's
I'm
mad?
not making fun of.
Wait,
I agree. My players are.
Do you know
not
what's
that great.
crazy? Yeah, people before Chelsea started last season, everyone was laughing at us, saying we are going to finish 8th, 10th. We might not even get into the top 10. Lampard takes us there, and all of a sudden, you know, they make every excuse in the book, say Lampard's still not a good manager. He finished 4th in a league where everyone was bad. No one says Liverpool finished 1st in the league where everyone was bad. Do you know what I mean?
Monster, where did Arteta finish?
Hang on. No.
Place. 8th.
No. Egal. You said no. Egal said Frank Lampard has not improved a single player at Chelsea. That is factually just wrong. It's just wrong.
Wrong.
Who's he improved? Who's he improved?
Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount, Mateo Kovacic, Reece James.
No, I wouldn't say Mateo Kovacic. Not Mateo.
No. I'm the Sarri. From the Sarri. No. Let me.
David make his point. David,
on the Sarri, right? everyone was like, oh, this guy's dead. Oh, he's awful. Oh, he doesn't do anything. Under Lampard, everyone's like, oh, Kovacic isn't half bad. He improved from Sarri season to Lampard season. Kovacic has improved as a player. Tomori's improved as a player. James has improved as a player. Tammy, Mason, that's just off the top of my head.
Let it go on to the point here. So how hasn't he done it? No, so how hasn't he done it?
How many of those players were in the Chelsea team the year before that you just named? My point is proven because none of those players, except for one, you named 5 players, and out of those 5 players, one of them had been in the Chelsea team the year before. So maybe he improved. You're saying he improved one player out of that whole entire team.
What about Tammy though? What about Tammy?
What about Tammy Abraham?
Tammy just came into the Chelsea team. He wasn't in the Chelsea team the year before. My point is,
because he came with Lampard.
You're answering my point. My point is he hasn't improved players, and from the year before.
No, so Igal,
players from the year before.
Igal. So you're telling me Tammy Abraham, who has literally had like 3 Premier League goals. No, how does he not count?
He doesn't count
just because
he wasn't a Chelsea player.
No. Igal. Just because he didn't play for Chelsea the season before, just because he didn't play for Chelsea the season before, doesn't mean he didn't improve.
My point still stands.
Igal.
My point still stands. What do you mean?
Igal.
How does he improve?
When the start of last season, did you not? Well, not you, but did not Arsenal fans believe they won the transfer window, had the best transfers, and were going to challenge for 4th?
Yes.
Or top 4? Yes. Yes, you did. Did you expect Chelsea to get top 4?
No.
Don't lie.
So therefore,
he exceeded
the fact
expectations.
that Lampard has got the team that you did not expect to get to 4th, and he got them there, and finishing above you guys by 4 spots. You can't say that Lampard can't do it.
Let me just reply to that. Okay.
No, you can't
my point still stands.
Back to that in 1 minute, people. We've got some super chats. First of all, Zane here. Zane says, Elite, did you see the masterclass of Arsenal tonight?
No, because I don't watch Arsenal, blood.
We've got a few more to do here as well. There's another super chat here from Jello, who says, my guy, what about Christian Pulisic?
Oh, he's coming.
Another one. He wasn't in the team the year before.
What's your point?
Gal, can I ask you a question on that, Gal? Like, who have you signed this year into the Arsenal squad?
Who have you signed this year?
Gabriel William.
Okay, Gabriel or William. We use both of them.
William has his best season under Lampard.
And Saliba.
Just let me finish talking a second. Yep. If William or Gabriel have brilliant seasons this year, so Gabriel has a better season than he had last year at Lille, and if William has a better season for Arsenal than he had last year at Chelsea, you wouldn't give any credit to Arteta for doing that because he didn't manage them the season before?
I would have to say that what I was judging my manager on is improving players that were poor, and those players we haven't seen them in an Arsenal team before, so I can't say he's improved them.
Count, so you're judging them on different criteria. Why?
Guys, if you don't, for me, it's not about improving players that are poor. Improving a player that's been really bad and poor isn't so hard. Improving someone that's very good, you take them to an even better level. How can you not congratulate someone for that? That's like saying, well, we're not going to congratulate Wenger for turning Bergkamp and Perez and Henry from excellent players into Premier League legends. That your logic says you can't. That's not an improvement. That doesn't make sense to me, bro. Honestly, that doesn't make logical sense.
No, that is an improvement. That is an improvement. But who has he turned from the Chelsea team from the year before and improved them? That was my point.
Why do you always say
Pepe came to the Arsenal team as a bum before Arteta, and after Arteta, he's still a bum. I don't understand your point. They're still the same level. My point is, if the players, I'm talking about the players that were performing bad, who has he come in and turned around their career besides Kovacic? Yes, I'll give you Kovacic.
Who has he done that for?
William.
I could name 5 or 6 players.
William, I just told you, William.
Listen, guys. Listen, Gal. Yes, managing as a manager, improving players who are poorer is a good trait to have. That's fine. But in Chelsea's position, his sole goal was to get them into the top 4 when people didn't think that he could do it, and he did that. So for you to say that he can't do anything with this team that's why I'm calling you out. It's foolishness. Only because your manager came in with a poor Arsenal side, confidence was down, he got the mood up, he's got them structured, playing well, but he still only got them 8th. he still only got them 8th.
He didn't
Lampard,
achieve what was set for him.
Lampard came in and got them 4th. That's
I
not.
I understand your point, Agal, that in your opinion, he didn't improve anyone that was in the Chelsea squad the year before, and that's a fair point. But that doesn't mean that he essentially where this all stemmed from. If we go back to the source of this conversation, is that Lampard can't win a league title because he's you're writing off Lampard being successful at Chelsea in some capacity. I find that interesting. I mean, because let me ask you a question about Ollie. Has Ollie improved anybody from the Man United squad that was there before he arrived?
Greenwood has improved because he's come up as a player over the past. But I can't count him. You're right. I can't count him because he didn't play in the year before. But Rashford has definitely improved over the years. Martial as a center forward has shown that he's a better player under Ollie. Even in the midfield, you can see that a player like you've had players before like Fred, and he started to raise his levels near the end of the season before. So he has improved certain players, one or two.
You recognize it in any other
Terry,
team?
can I answer this one?
One second. I'll come to you next, Kai. Just want to do the super chats. Alistair here says there's no basis for comparison if they weren't in the team. In the team, understand. Sorry, what's so hard to understand? Igal is right for a change. Lol. Again, some people will just with what Igal's saying, but I don't necessarily think I don't think the correlation and causation are the same. Just because you don't believe that he improved anybody from the Chelsea team prior to his arrival, I don't think that means that he won't be successful because he's pretty much overhauled like 60% of that team now anyway. So it becomes almost a muchness. Chris P says, isn't this a little bit of nonsense question to try and answer? Surely style of play and players around them count too, Igal. It can't be answered. So what I would say is, do you not think Lampard has a style of play? Do you not think that his team play a brand of football that can win a trophy and the quality of players to do so, Igal?
I honestly haven't seen enough from Lampard. Maybe I have seen him change I have seen little things like he did change the game against us when we were facing him at the Emirates, and he changed the game and he won that game. I've seen him make tactical changes in a one-off game, but in a 38 game season, I don't know if he can do it consistently because he hasn't done it before. I have to see it. Yet again, he is a young manager, just like Arteta, and for both of them, we haven't seen it yet.
So what I would say is this though. So what's an interest? Again, that bit you're right on. We haven't seen it yet. But yet you're saying to Gooners, trust the process. But you're basically telling Chelsea fans, don't trust Lampard's process.
Literally, that was going to be my point.
Because
that doesn't make sense to me.
Because the tools Arteta is given are the same tools he came in with the team that finished 8th. The tools Lampard is being given are a team that should be challenging for the Champions League and the Premier League easily.
But there's only two games in the season. How do you know this is not going to happen?
If you are in a race and you're given a Lamborghini and other guys given a Fiat, who's going to win?
So it's
the second game of the season.
The squad overhaul happened after, like, literally, you haven't even seen the squad overhaul even happen yet because they're not even been fit enough to play. What are you talking about? We just proved Lampard when he came in, he brought in a lot of academy players, and that counts as an overhaul in my opinion. Let's be honest. He brought in a lot of players last season, even though you couldn't sign a player.
He didn't have choice though. He didn't have a choice. It's not his team. He didn't have a choice.
But it's unfair. It's unfair to use this whole Chelsea had a transfer ban because you brought in 7 players from raising them from the academy and bringing back
who are not Chelsea starter level. They're not Chelsea starter level though.
Surely then you should credit Lampard for that, because if they're in the academy and he's brought them up to the first team, surely he's good enough at identifying the talent.
Okay, well, hold on, Igal. Guys, chill. Igal, you see the guys. I understand you saying he bought 7 or so or whatever amount of players from the academy, but on a normal day, those academy players are not Chelsea quality players. And you know this.
Yeah.
They're not.
You guys also rave about the same players like Reece James, Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount.
We don't.
What is it?
We don't rave.
Hold on.
Boys, the draw has been done. It's going to, unless
they face Liverpool.
It's going to be Liverpool Arsenal in the next round at Anfield. It'll be Burnley versus Man City or Bournemouth. Brentford versus Fulham. Everton versus West Ham. Bristol City versus Aston Villa or Stoke. Sorry, Bristol City or Villa versus Stoke. Orient or Tottenham versus Chelsea. So it's pretty much going to be Chelsea there. It's going to be Newport County versus Newcastle and Man United away at Brighton. So do you know what's nice about those fixtures? 2 big clubs go out next round. Lincoln, or this round before they actually qualify. One or two. Oh, I just got so scared. Oh, there's someone just standing there in my office. They live here, it's fine, but they were out and they came back and yeah, sorry, I just had hang on.
Terry, can I
Terry's lucky. You're an idiot.
continue on
It'll be
the
an interesting next round. It really, really is. Sorry. Oh,
Gal, I don't get what your
No,
point is.
let me answer, Igal. You promised me, Terry. You said, Kai, you can answer it next. All right. Okay. Let's go with Willian. Willian before Lampard. Premier League, 3 goals, 7 assists. Willian after Lampard, 9 goals, 7 assists. Pulisic before Lampard, Pulisic after Lampard, 9 goals, 6 assists. Pulisic before Lampard, right? 3 goals, 3 assists. With Lampard, 9 goals, 6 assists. How can you claim he haven't improved these players?
Hi, can you do me a really big favor? Can you move your camera so you're in the middle of it, please?
Yeah.
You're like,
Man looks like he actually wants to get in the gal's ear, fam.
move the camera. That's probably best, bro. Like, then you can stay where you are. It just makes me giggle. Like, you're talking, but like we can see just that big earphone,
Yeah,
brother. We can see. It makes a good point. I think we've done this conversation to death now. Gal don't think he's improved people. You guys think he has. I don't think we're changing a gal's mind. What does Bumfluff Sam think?
Well, I say this because the expectation at Chelsea is far higher than Arsenal. I'm going to make because the players that Lampard has brought, he's expected to win the title, while Mikel Arteta's expectation is far lower, which is to get into top 4. I believe if Frank Lampard finishes 4th this season, I do not see him staying at Chelsea next season. I genuinely believe that Lampard is the guy who's just in the middle for the next manager to come in and just take this Chelsea team to another level. Lampard's the guy, like Unai Emery was at Arsenal, the middleman for Mikel Arteta.
If I said to you guys that I don't think Arteta is good enough to win you a Prem, what are you saying?
That's your opinion. At the end of the day, all the experts are right or wrong.
No, I want an answer on that. Like, because for me, I would turn around and say to KJ, "You're wrong. Arteta can win it. He definitely has the capability. You've already seen that he knows how to structure a team. He knows how to win a game. It'll be more about
Are they going to back him?
It's about backing. And like I've said, if you boys don't get one of our or Partey, it's been a disappointing summer. You might improve as a team. You will improve as a team still. But you're never going to improve enough to get where Arsenal should be. And that's back to the peak, the mountaintop. The same as
I don't even think they need Partey. I think they need Owl way more.
Yeah,
I disagree. I'd say the other way around.
Guys, we're gonna throw a few more callers on now. We're gonna throw Zorgi on here. He's gonna come and ask us a question or make his point. Zorgi, what you saying, bro?
Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm an Arsenal fan, but personally, I cannot agree with Igal. I believe that all of us are on that. Look, please listen. I believe that all of us are on that same process, and none of us can talk shit unless we're Liverpool, because not even City can speak that same shit anybody else is talking. Because at the end of the day, where was Liverpool and where was everybody else? Am I not right?
You a chest fan, yes, bro.
DT, bro, but no, it's the same thing DT said, and I get. I think you're always gonna get. I get where you're coming from. I do, but you're always gonna get rivalry talk in this way because it's the way things work. If that makes sense, and we all want to get to where Liverpool are in terms of that the standings within English football right now. But there is still a conversation to be had around. Are Chelsea good enough? What's their expectations? Like I've said already, if you guys as Arsenal pull in Hassan Houar and Thomas Partey between the end of this window, my expectations on Arsenal dramatically change. It's like you. And by the way, if all of us pull in our signings, we can all make top 4, but it means there's going to be a shock with City and or Liverpool missing out, which is mad. But then the expectation is, well, it should be so neck and neck. Do you get what I mean? And that's what's going to be interesting in this next 2 weeks. This window is so important. It's the overall quality. There's so many games coming up as well. This is going to be. Do you know who's going to make the top 4? In my opinion, it's going to be the teams who have the best manager, not the best coach. Who are going to manage their squads best? Who are going to manage the mood, manage the egos, manage the injuries, and then manage those expectations. That element is so important, and that's where the older managers, I think, have an advantage over the Lampards and the and the Artetas who just haven't been there. You know, and do you know what? Ollie hasn't been there at this level either, but he has been managing and coaching about 10 years longer. So I think maybe he can take that a little bit more as an example. But because you haven't been there before, doesn't mean you won't do it. And that's the point. Like, we don't know what Lampard and Arteta are going to be like in a season like this because they've never been in it. So that's, for me, the whole debate's worth having because it's intriguing. There's going to be some memes because of it. There's going to be some excitement because of it. And I'm just really, really excited. And nights like tonight make it really great. I mean, we've never had nearly 4,000 people watching a match review of Carabao Cup games. It shows that the Football Terrace is going in the right direction. Zorgi, I appreciate you coming on, having your say, young man. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. Next up, we've got Kid City. Kid City, what you saying, bro?
Hello, Terry. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Who do you support?
City.
You're
Manchester City.
Whoa! Wow. We found one.
Beautiful. Screenshot. It's a screenshot.
We need more representation on our channel, Terry. So I'll be calling in.
I want that. I mean, you.
I have never seen one of those before. Wait. Let me take a picture.
Bro, what do you want to say, bro?
I'd like to quote you, Terry. Kai Havertz has found his level, finally.
Stop it. Hater.
Here we go.
But realistically, if he didn't score today, everyone would have made fun of him. So I think it's a good start for him to finally get on going with the goals. And I know he'll be a good player eventually. He is 90 mil. Course. That's
such a good point. Everyone says it's just a hat trick again. That's why I was joking when I said he's at a real level. It's a hat trick, and if he didn't score today, everyone would be laughing at him. So you can't then score and go, it's not. It's like last night. If Rashford come on and Greenwood come on, they didn't score. And well, see rubbish, can't do it. They score, and it's like, well, don't celebrate. No, none of that, mate. That's a fair point. I want to ask about Man City because you haven't had a great window, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure that none of us here had heard of this Torres before he signed. Maybe a few of you have played FIFA. I don't know if he's any good on FIFA. Ake, nobody wanted Ake up until a few months ago. Do you think you've done enough in the transfer market to catch Liverpool?
As of right now, no. But the game against Wolves away, Ake actually was our best defender. And he gave us a little bit of what we were missing, and we don't really have that under the port, which is a bit of pace. And so we don't get countered, because that was our biggest problem last season, was getting countered. And I think that he kind of solves our problem, but we do need a Koulibaly or even this center back we're linked to, Koundé, who had a great game against United and had a good European final. He could bring us something different as well. But yes, we do need a couple more faces in.
Well, I heard that you had sort of like an 80-90 million pound bid for Jimenez, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, about Atletico turned down. You are trying, and City have always been dark. It's not, and this isn't an attack, because you don't have the same level of fan base nationally in the UK or internationally. There just isn't the same noise around the goings on transfer wise, if that makes sense. So I feel like they've got a radar.
I have a question for Kid City. I know you're a City fan, but do you think this is Guardiola's last season at City?
No, it depends. I think if he said it in a presser, if he earns his contract, he will sign it. For me, that means possibly winning the league title. I think if he doesn't win the league title, there's a good chance he'll probably resign. And for me specifically, I expect at least minimum semifinal Champions League. Like with this squad, he has to at least reach the semifinals.
I've got a question for you as well. And listen, sorry about all the questions because you man don't never come on here, so it's like a dog walk on its hind legs. When and why did you become a Man City fan? I'm very curious.
Oh, I don't know if y'all can tell, I'm pretty young myself, so growing up, the team that has been the most, I guess, appeasing to me has been Man City. When I supported them, they actually didn't win the league title for 2 years. It was actually Chelsea and Leicester when I was supporting them. Then Guardiola came in and we finally got the title.
Fair enough. I just wanted to know. That's fair.
That's cool.
Wait. Oh, there's another one. Do you think Edison's a fraud?
Actually, I'm pretty impressed. He actually has very good ball skills, and what he offers as a goalkeeper, like I know y'all probably don't watch his games, but he actually makes a lot of decent saves. So he's a good goalkeeper for Pep's system. He actually has a couple assists because his kicking is very good. Like I've never seen anyone kick a ball like he can.
Is he better than midfield than Rodri?
You're mocking.
No, I think Roderick can actually he can actually receive the ball in between the line. I think Ederson probably can't do that. So yeah,
No, I get that.
not at the end.
Kid City, thank you very much for coming on, mate.
Yeah.
Looking forward to speaking
Big
to you
up to
again. Thank you. Next up, we
Thanks
have
for the picture, man.
Henry. Henry, what you saying, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Perfect. What you want to say? What's your point?
Yeah. My first point was Arteta doesn't really get a lot of credit for the work he has done on us now. Because if you look at when he came into the club, the states where we have been in, we had Xhaka who was almost gone. Like, I really understand Igal's point, because if Igal is trying to say, because I think he's using Mustafi as the main point. Like, let's say if Lampard could improve Kepa from where he is now to a better position, that's like comparing it to what he has done with Mustafi. Yes, that is the same thing, because even before Arteta entered the club, everyone wanted Mustafi out of the club because he was doing stupid mistakes, giving away goals. And he came in, even the first Chelsea game that we played, he was the one that gave Tammy Abraham the goal at the ending minute. And everybody was against Mustafi, but Arteta came in and said, no, that everybody has a new opportunity in the club. So from then on, you saw how he started building upon that. I really respect Lampard a lot, because people counted him out from the start of last season. But people also have to understand that where he finished, if it was the season before that, it would have been a whole different situation, because Arsenal were in a bad place. Manchester United were in a bad place at the beginning of the season. So we were already playing catch up with Chelsea by the time the season started. So I really respect Lampard for the work he has done from the club. And yeah, that's my main point.
Yeah, I know. He improved Mustafi so much, he bought a new centre-back to replace him.
Even Emilio Martinez, you can talk about Emilio Martinez. You wanted Emilio Martinez at your club.
I did.
You see, that's a very good point.
But
you see, you wanted
saying
Emilio
that
Martinez at Chelsea.
That he should
You
improve
wanted Emilio
Kepa.
Martinez at Chelsea, but the season before that, nobody knew who Emilio Martinez was. He had already left the club. He had been at the club 14 years, and nobody wanted him. And now,
Henry,
was good before that too.
But I said, would you say the Martinez thing? Would you say more of he just got a chance to play than more so than he got?
He had always had a chance to play, but he has not. I won't say he has had the amount of game time he had because of Leno's. Everyone counted Emilio Martinez out. Nobody wanted him at the club. It was just because we had Czech, and Czech had left. If not, he would have gone on loan again.
Also, mate, I think good points there. Listen, Henry, thank you very much for coming on, my friend. I really do appreciate it.
I was going to say, bear in mind, you can't, considering what you said, Igal, you can't use Emi Martinez as an example.
No, he was there. No, he was there last season.
He was there the year before. He was the third.
Yeah, no.
He's been there for years.
He was good then too. He was then good
I
then too.
wasn't there. Oh no, it was. Yeah, sorry, I got myself back confused. I've just posted a little thing there. If you want to become an official member of the Football Terrace, as I say, we now have 4 tiers to that now: academy members, squad members, first team members, and legendary members. As an example, what we'll even do for you right now as well, if it allows me to do this, just for our members. The last 5 minutes of the stream, we're going to start doing at least 2 streams a week like this now for all of our members. We're going to turn it to member-only chat in the chat room. Once that saves and uploads, that's done now. So that's member-only chat from now on in. You can become a member for as little as £1. It's not even £1, it's 99p. Come on, man. You can do that. You can support the Terrace in that way. And all the proceeds are going towards developing something very, very special. We've got a meeting on Friday about it. Very excited indeed. Ram might actually like it when it launches.
It's something to do with Maldini, innit? I knew it.
Terry, could I say something?
An all-encompassing website that we're going to build. Go on, mate.
I think all our fans need to take a book out of Liverpool when it comes to one thing. Their fan base does a good job in staying united and not attacking and not exposing their weaknesses as a fan base. Because Man United, a lot of Man United fans air their dirty laundry in public. A lot of Arsenal fans. A lot of Arsenal fans air their dirty laundry in public.
Man,
if more fans stick together and we're basically
this man has more PR than Manchester United Football Club, man. I swear to God, man.
You know, it counts right though.
It's a valid point. All our fan base, spin so much negativity that if we were all stuck together, every single fan base would be in a better situation. Look at what Liverpool do as a fan base. They were in 8th. Nobody heard about them. No one bantered them.
No. Gal, you're right. You know, I'm not disagreeing with you. You're right. The one thing I will say though, the one thing that you're picking up from Liverpool fans that is annoying is you always want extra praise. That guy just did it. You guys always do it. Why is it like?
Why is
you
he
have
the
to praise
conversation
Arteta
for
enough?
everything, man?
Arteta's getting so underrated. No. He's getting his props. You just want more props.
Yeah, and that's the point, and I would agree with that. I always praise so much about the Liverpool fan base in how they treat their club. As there you go, thank you, Winter. Yes, legends assemble. Yes, Winter Surfer is one of our 6 legendary members, so I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very, very much for signing up and doing that, my man. I love how they treat their club on a social media element. However, the element I dislike is just what KJ is put on, where the overpraise has to come in. Like I saw trending tweets of Henderson's long ball and how it was being spoken about as like not very many players could play this pass. And do you know what? I look at it this way.
Calvin Phillips did the week before.
Yeah, I feel like, you know what he did? He knew the player was going to make that run, and he hit a ball into that area, and it was a very good long ball. But it's sort of like long balls are so basic in football. I didn't think it was that special at the time, and then it was just like, now we're going to turn this pass into a KDB-esque style pass, or one of, like, Gerrard was the man at them diagonal balls, right? Goals. You know, just like, why do you have to do that? Which is mad. What are you laughing at, bro? I never know what you're laughing at.
AK is coming. I just saw it.
You can only laugh.
And Sam's sitting there going, "Well, I know, but I want a lips, Davey." That's what it's I want a lips, Davey. That's what it is, bro. Yeah, I just feel like, again, that pass it was very good, but you know, it's like it's gone from people saying it's very good to people saying it's like
the
only
best ever.
in the Premier League can do it. It's like, oh, why did you ruin it? Like they did it with a little drag back skill that Lovren did. And it was it was Sunday. Like, oh my God, did you see that? By the way, what Lovren did for Croatia in the international break, that is what you praise. That's like, ooh, I just sort of, don't be that guy, Gal. Don't be.
But you know, Arsenal fans, they like overhyping. It's their thing. That's why they admire it so much.
I'll give you an example. Last night, would you all agree last night that Henderson's save was a very good save to stop Lincoln from equalising? Cool. I feel like some fan bases would be doing like mock-ups. They would paint murals on walls, and they'd be like, "That is the greatest save in Carabao Cup history."
But Terry, you lot are used to that from David De Gea. You lot are used to that from David De Gea. Like,
yeah, maybe that's what it is. But then equally, yeah, I just find like I think people over egg these things a lot of the time, that they really, really do. So obviously we lost a few viewers when we've gone to members only because people can't chat. But I thought we'd honor our members. We had 2 new people sign up. We had Sam. Thank you very much for signing up, my friend, and becoming an Academy member of the Football Terrace. Agal is so Martin became a new member as well, so you can sign up if you want to become a member. One more here as well, which is amazing. Thank you, Aaron Lewis, for becoming a member as well of the Football Terrace. It means a great deal to us that you signed up and you're contributing towards our future, which is really, really important. And you know, I've got a few plans ahead. I've got to get my ducks in a row first, but yeah. What I also need you guys to do is go into YouTube now and search Football Terrace clips. That's mine. I'll let one know this. I'll let one know. I'm very transparent. That channel is co-owned 50-50 between myself and KJ. So like I do, I give equity away. He does most of the work on it, but obviously it's my brand. But we go 50-50 on it. So help support KJ's channel. The clips, on average, about 10 clips a week we release from these shows. Go just search Football Terrace clips. Go and subscribe. That'd be amazing if all 2,900 of you went and subscribed to that channel right about now. Football Terrace clips. Go and get
over there. You can help a small, poor black child get out of his parents' house. Please go.
There we go. But as I say, Yeah, we always like to give out, that's what we do here when we partner with people. We give out equity as opposed to anything else. Dinesh, thank you for becoming a member of the man. Become a legend, bro. Man's gone straight in a legendary state. Man, straight in a legendary.
They're just coming through.
And Billy's the legend. Billy's become a legend, bro, and not even an upgrade, a straight out legend. Thank you, Billy. Really appreciate that. And also, you guys have to help me with the pronunciation here.
Muhazza Dabo.
Bro, I'm gonna call you Hazard. I like that. Hazard. Hazard becoming a member. Thank you very, very much.
I'll drop it.
Man like Zorgi.
Zorgi. The football chest flying now. It's absolutely flying now. Let's do some of the member comments here. Just looking said subscribed already. I know you have, my bro. You've been around a long, long time now. AK says 100K is ready. Agawa. This Sam here says Arsenal fans need to chill and pay attention so they can properly hold the team club to account at the right time. It's still early. I think that's a fair point. I do think that's a fair point here.
Closer to the top of the mountain.
There's a level
It's been 17 years, Igal. It's
there's
the
a
same
level
thing
of
for 17
airing your
years.
dirty
Learn,
laundry
man.
in public. Listen. There's a level of airing your.
I think you're right.
There's too much disrespect and people airing their dirty laundry in public, constantly berating people. You're twerking for the rivals. Some of you Arsenal fans, keep it real. You guys are actually twerking for rivals. Too much.
Wait. When I heard this before, Terry.
That moment when you realize people watch your content. No, I agree with you. Grey Wolf Dinner, thank you for upgrading and becoming a legendary member of the Football Terrace. Thank you very much, my bro. I really do appreciate that.
Terry, you should add one more tier, and it's Avenger. Like, you can be part of the Avengers, bro.
Avenger. We could do an Avenger tier at some point. We could do an yeah. I mean, some of the options on there are mad. I might do co-owner if that goes to that level. I was part of an app once they were developing, and you could become a member, and it was like £1 a month, £3 a month, whatever. And there was one which made you. It was like the ultimate member. It was basically it was 25 grand to sign up to it, but it made you like a principal shareholder. 3 people signed up for it, and then it was so bad, man. This app, this company had £5 million, and we were sitting in this room, and they were like, "We're going to build this app," and they basically wanted to become a YouTube for football. They had an idea. We said they were mad until they built up a big enough audience through YouTube. We said invest the majority of that money to begin with in making Fan Park Live and everything like huge, like getting the right guests on, the right equipment, getting it like on point. They didn't. They put nearly all that money into developing this app, barely spent the money on everything else, and then the app never actually ever worked properly. I always remember thinking, man, you guys had this budget to create something. If someone gave me £5 million now, do you know the type of show I'd create? Oh, it'd be amazing. Neil, thank you for becoming a first team member of the Football Terrace. That means a great deal to us. Wavy here says Tottenham are getting Milan Skriniar 50 million and Milik for 24 million. How do you guys feel? I read if that's true, expectations back on this Tottenham squad of finishing top 4 have to be there. They have no excuse to flop. They have no excuse to flop. That would be absolutely.
That's why I put them 5th. I put them 5th for a reason.
If that is true,
David, where did you put Arsenal? Where did you have Arsenal as?
I put Arsenal 8th. What? There are 7 better teams than you. I don't think that's completely outrageous.
Yeah, I don't think that's outrageous. A few more things here. Francois, thank you for becoming an official member. Brian, thank you for signing up as a squad member. Thank you, Brian. And look at that straight away. We've only just said, look at this. We said hello to Neil. He joined as a first team member. And look, Neil, straight away, he's become a legend. Straight away, gone to legendary status. My God.
Yeah, these guys are
very, very much for doing that indeed. It's a great deal to us. It really, really, 8 brand new members tonight and about 7 upgrades as well. Just looking here, one of our members says, David and Monster are quiet as hell right now. I think they're texting each other.
Not even. I'm just on Twitter and everyone's just saying what are they saying? They're saying with Havertz, it's just Barnsley. It's getting a bit cliche now.
Let them talk.
The haters are in full force.
Yeah, I agree, and I back you guys because it isn't about that. It's everything else that comes with it. As an example, Winter Surfer here says, guys, support KJ so he can pay his mum back for the
True, bro. It's true, bro.
Oh, I actually feel like I've got something caught in the back of my throat. I said that at my dinner. I had an actual work call at 8:30 tonight, right? So I was sitting on this work call, 8:30. I was late on this because I had to do a meeting with clients, right? I say, you know, people say like when you achieve things in life, when you're doing well, like some people just get it given to them. Yeah. Who's taking work calls at 8:30 at night? I am. I'm putting the link, people. I know the people watching that aren't members can see these. That's the link for the Football Terrace Clips channel. Go and subscribe to that now. Look at that. I think we've gained nearly 100 subscribers on that since we've been on this stream. So go over there now. We want to gain 1,000 subscribers a day on that. We've got 165 on the Football Terrace. We've got to get to 40,000 minimum on that channel over there. We really have.
Come on now. Let's go.
Thank you for becoming an official member, Mohammed. Becoming an Academy member. Thank you. Collins as well. Thank you for signing up as a member. We're going to start doing more of these member streams. We're going to start doing some early release shows as well. That's when the content starts being created in a few weeks' time as well. We're going to start doing that as an example. But listen, everyone who's tuned in this evening, thank you very, very much as always. It means a great deal to us as always at the Football Terrace. Well done to Chelsea. Well done to Arsenal. Liverpool plays tomorrow night. And then literally by the time that's done, we've got big preview tomorrow night as well. The Liverpool-Arsenal preview. Got interviews with a few celebrity journalists, I should say, not celebrities, on Friday, and then football back Sunday. It's a never-ending roller coaster. I'm actually looking forward though to the transfer season being over, so I can start doing more previews and stuff.
Yo, I want it to be over so I don't have to cry every day.
We're gonna be grand, man. A comment here from Christopher with his super chat says, "Can't wait to see Mendy play for Chelsea, but for real, hope Kepa moves on and feels more relaxed. Didn't ask to be £72 million panicked by a goalkeeper. Wish him well. No hatred." And I think
that
a lot
is so sweet, man.
It is sweet. It is sweet of him.
I am
Listen,
touched.
everyone who tuned in, thank you all. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again soon. Peace.